GDP grows 6% a year on average. Secondary industries are growing steeply. Samsung Electronics, LG Electronics, Intel, Microsoft, and Bosch. Global electric and electronic groups are actively advancing into this region. Invest in the infrastructure of Asia. LS Cable and System entered the Vietnamese market 20 years ago. LS Cable and System Asia, which grew into the #1 cable maker in Vietnam, will help you write a new success story. We are preparing for a tomorrow more surprising than today. Haiphong LS Vina, founded in 1996, and Ho Chi Minh LSCV, founded in 2007. After 20 years, these two subsidiaries have risen to become the best cable makers in Vietnam. Stable corporate governance, good labor management relationships, and management innovation through ERP are the driving forces behind the continued growth of LS Cable and System Vietnam. Based on these outcomes and competencies, LS Cable and System Asia, combining the two Vietnamese subsidiaries, was launched in June 2015. Located in Haiphong, the #1 industrial city and largest export-import port city in Vietnam, LS Vina grew very rapidly thanks to its advance into the extra-high voltage cable market, expansion of overseas exports, and the emergence of the ASEAN economic community. Sales rapidly increased from $1.6 million in its first year, 1996, to $317 million in 2015. If the 230 kilovolt cable is certified at the end of 2016, revenues from extra-high voltage cables are expected to increase even further. Encouraged by the success of LS Vina, LSCV was established on a 41-acre lot in Ho Chi Minh. Sales quickly increased from $9.2 million in 2007 to $129 million in 2015. The phenomenal success story of LS Vina continues. With the completion of the optical cable production system at the end of 2015, revenues from major carriers will greatly increase.
Đặc biệt là các cái hoạt động về an sinh xã hội, các cái hoạt động về chăm sóc sức khỏe, rồi các cái hoạt động về cho người lao động cũng khá là tốt. Hàng năm ấy thì công ty LS đều có cái phần thưởng, khen thưởng của ủy ban nhân dân thành phố.
As far as power cables are concerned, trust in technology and quality is the most important. It is because of this that the country in which the cables were made and the equipment used in making them are important judgment criterion when considering a supplier. LS Cable and System Asia has capitalized on the technology transfer it received from its global headquarters in Korea and its more than 20 years of accumulated know-how to perfect its technology.
Cũng như về tinh thần làm việc, về thái độ làm việc của LS Vina và quan hệ giữa LS Vina và NPT thì từ trước đến nay thì cũng đã tốt rồi, thì hy vọng là trong tương lai sẽ tiếp tục.
LS Cable and System Asia is expanding its presence not only in neighboring ASEAN countries, but also in Central and South America and throughout Oceania through cross-selling with its parent company, LS Cable and System. Vietnam's GDP is growing more than 6% a year on average. It is industrialized and urbanized in earnest. Due to government-led project, the transmission and distribution market is expanding, and as broadband and internet networks are increasingly being built to full scale, the demand for communication cables is also expected to grow rapidly. Also, if AIIB funding for building the infrastructure of Asia-Pacific developing countries is established, LS Cable and System Asia is expected to benefit directly from it. Indeed, the company is expected to do even better going forward. LS Cable and System will not only make LS Cable and System Asia remain number one in Vietnam, but also the largest comprehensive cable maker in the ASEAN market that has a population of 600 million and GDP of $2.3 trillion. LS Cable and System Asia promises a brighter future to Vietnam and greater values to investors. Enable the successful return. LS Cable and System Asia.